Oh, so Uzi was seen with Duwap Kaine. There's a lot of mixed opinions about that, like if they should collab. Now I doubt that Uzi's gonna give him a collab. I think that Duwap has a song called Lil Uzi, so it's kind of funny, like it's a full circle moment for him. And like Duwap's kind of like he's like a OG, he's a legend in the underground. He is one of the people who started the whole one of them at least, like the SoundCloud movement originally back in like 2016. However, like I personally think his music is trash. I'm sure there are some songs that are listenable. Maybe it's like a fine wine from like 1867 that like you really gotta know your wine, or you gotta listen to Duwap Kaine to be able to listen to his music. But personally, I just can't do it, bro. It sounds like, again, it sounds like one of these crackheads got on the mic on their band lab recording from one of like the AirPod or something. Like I can't do it. Like it's just so bad. But anyway, regarding Uzi, again, he is the father that stepped in. He's co-signing everybody from the underground. But I doubt that there's gonna be a collab because there's just a huge difference. Like, again, Uzi's probably charging like 100K a feature, and like Duwap's not really at the side. Like, to get a big feature, it's not even a good idea to get one. Say like Yeet got the Uzi feature when the time was right, but you can't just get a huge feature from like Drake, like Block Boy JB, blow up with one song and then fall off completely, where you're still getting like 20 likes on your tweets now, because when you blow up too fast, you fall off way faster. So I don't think that this would be advantageous for either of them, really, especially because people are already saying Uzi's co-signed too many people. Now he's going on tour, or he performed with Kaine and Lone at like in Japan or Thailand or something. I think those are fine because obviously Kaine and Lone are almost mainstream, but doubt that would happen. I don't even want this collab. This is like that like DJ Khaled song with Uzi, where I was like, get him out of the studio for Barter 16. I do not want to hear none of that, please. Uzi definitely gonna give him the feature. Look, we can have, I've always wanted to do this, but like I don't know how it would be executed, like a online casino / gambling site, but just for like music topics of like first week sales or whatever. But like then the labels could literally start betting on it and exploit the situation, because they know how many streams and whatnot that they're botting on albums. So they know, and they already project how an album is gonna sell before they drop it, because that's literally their job. They want to make sure that they get their money, their investors. But tell me that wouldn't be a cool idea. But like, I don't know how they met up. I think Uzi's just in Atlanta for Barter 16. I think Cardi is too, and like a lot of people. So or maybe he's in Japan with Lone. I think they just had a photo shoot with like Luka Sabat. So I don't know, but like maybe he just popped out. Uzi was somewhere and then Duwap Kaine was there. But doesn't Duwap Kaine have like an OnlyFans? Like he literally was showing his dick or something. So maybe Uzi's gonna feature on that. That would definitely get hella subscriptions. If you ask me, I would definitely check Reddit for the leaks, but I ain't paying for that. You kidding me? Why do I know that? I don't know. One time on Twitter, I just saw it, like him posting some shit with like a glass dildo. I know that wasn't actually him, but you know what I'm saying? Like some sus shit. And I was like, yo, like when a rapper starts turning into Lil Wap, starts posting like bisexual pictures, like not just dressing a little bit fruity, but like straight up like dick pics. I'm like, yo, get this off my timeline. I am not trying to see that. Please, no. Duwap, here, let me look some up. I'm gonna do it off camera. Duwap Kaine OnlyFans. I was joking about the glass dildo, all right? Chillax. Here, link this. Hopefully he doesn't post any pictures. Duwap Kaine main OnlyFans. At the top, it just says it's for music. So if it was for music, maybe it's just like one of those subscription programs where you get like unreleased shit, kind of like a Patreon. But other than that, like I don't know. I'm showing screen because I knew there was no dick. More artists should do this. Oh, as I was saying, more artists should not do this, because I feel like as an artist, you kind of got to keep this image up, right? We all know this. You got to be cool, because as Ken even said in a recent interview, he said like a lot of rap, and we even think that, or I think that most of the time, I think it's mostly producers that kind of carry artists. Like if a fire producer messes with you, like say you get a Filthy beat or like a Benny X beat, that will carry you to have like at least somewhat of a good career, successful career, at least for like the next month, right? Because you get that hype. It's like it's a producer tag like a Benny X or Filthy is a cosign. Y'all saw the Filthy, the Hard Rock shit. He got them on both on one track on his last album. So that's like a cosign and a half, more than a cosign. That's like 10 cosigns because of how big Benny X is. He's working with Drake, Filthy's with Cardi, right? So when you start, as I was saying, when you start doing OnlyFans and like kind of cash grabs, like even those giveaway things where you get paid a bag for like telling people to follow, it's like it kind of shows that you're thirsty for money, and so you need to, like, it ruins your career because you're supposed to be this rapper that's all rich and like successful. Like it ruins the whole illusion behind rappers, because most of the time they are not who they are perceived as online. A lot of them are like the superstars. Like I'm sure Cardi, like in real life, is fucking crazy. I don't even know what an interaction in real life would be like with him, like Michael Jackson-esque. I don't think he's that level, but you get the point. Like it seems like a dream. Or even Uzi or Drake or whatever. But again, when you're doing OnlyFans, tell me if Drake did OnlyFans, are y'all listening to this music the same way? Nah, don't lie to me. Rappers aren't really rich. I mean, rappers make good money, the ones that we listen to though. But a lot of them, there's a lot of rappers that like have deals that you wouldn't even know, and they're not making good money because their advances or marketing budgets will be like, $5,000 or whatever per song or per album. And like, like I even kind of talked about it with the video with Yeet. He had a couple deals before he signed to Interscope and Zach Bia originally, and like at that point it's not like he really had any movement going, and so like they're not gonna, again, we talked about this earlier on the stream, a label's not just gonna fork away like $100K to a nobody unless they're gonna industry plant you, because that's just not a good investment. Like y'all not gonna just buy a fucking penny stock for $100K unless you're really trying to potentially lose your money. That's just gambling at that point, and actually it's probably a bad investment. So that's why they're picking up right now. I think even Ebro talked about it, where like a lot of labels are going towards Latin music because that's an emerging market right now, and they're kind of taking over rap in a way. I think the market share of hip hop streams went from like 28% to 26% in the last year, and then Latin music went from like 8 to 11 or whatever it was. Like there's kind of like a shift right now. So y'all can talk about, oh, rap's not dying, it's just in a lull, and I think that might be true. But like, there's definitely different investments that labels are doing right now. But yeah, I listen to more Bad Bunny than rap nowadays. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like there's not too many good artists coming out right now. I mean, we had Hard Rock, we had Osama's Son. But like other than that, like the underground's kind of dead. I do poke around SoundCloud all the time, but I'm talking about like people who got like movement, not just songs. Like you can love a bunch of music, but if we're being objective, the numbers, like Bad Bunny is doing like billions of streams a month. He probably makes like $100K a fucking day or a fucking week off of his music. Like Latin music is actually taking over now. It's like Drake level, literally. But yeah, everyone's mysterious nowadays. Well, actually, there's a reason for that. So there are particular rappers who blow up, and then they start doing all these interviews with like TikTokers and blah blah blah, and it's like, yes, we don't like rappers being mysterious, but you also kind of need that illusion because social media has messed up our whole perception of rappers and artists in general. Like it creates this more accessible nature. And so if you know too much about a rapper, it takes away the superstar aura from them. And I'm not trying to get into astrology or whatever, but I'm actually serious. Like the reason everybody loves Cardi is because you know nothing. And like whenever he pops out or something happens, like you freak out because you're like, oh shit, we just learned a new part of him, which we had no idea what was going on. However, if somebody's previewing new shit every single day on their Instagram, at least when like, not when they're growing, but like later on, it's just regular. You know what I mean? Like there's no surprises anymore. So as I was saying, with underground rappers doing all these interviews, if they're not being mysterious, it's like a catch 2020. It's a catch 22. Is that even a fucking word or a phrase? Like if you're too active, it kind of fucks up the superstar aura that you're trying to bring. You know what I mean? Of course you want the clout from the different TikTokers and whatnot, but you can't do too much. There's like a fine line, and they definitely can't be themselves or the internet will flan. Exactly. Like this happens all the time. People be calling me corny. People call everyone corny. It's like, it's so hard not to be corny on camera, because like if you step into my shoes right now, I am talking to a fucking piece of metal and plastic in front of me. Same thing with these people with, like on the interviews, it's like a phone or like a camera. Like y'all don't understand, it's hard to, you know, crack jokes or whatever with no audience and like no energy besides yourself. So like, again, if rappers are out there doing interviews, it's like giving the audience ammo to make you look stupid or think you're stupid. Now you can call me corny, I don't give a fuck, I probably am corny, but like, I don't know. That's why rappers, it's not always the best idea to do interviews.